before this video starts, I just want to get something out of the way. I am not stopping doing Wings of Fire and Warrior Cat content. I still am a huge fan of these series, but I slowly want to be incorporating more Sonic content into my channel. And it starts with this debunking of a theory that is very popular in the community. So let's get into it. Metal Sonic is my favorite character in the Sonic series. And that's mainly because of his potential. But there's one theory that I'm here to debunk today. This theory states that Metal Sonic is a roboticized version of Sonic from the bad future of Little Planet, where Eggman won and took over the world. And eventually the timelines fused, and that's why Metal Sonic is able to use Chaos Control and all that stuff. So, I'm here to debunk that. Number 1. People say that one of the reasons that Metal Sonic cannot be a complete robot is because of one line from Sonic Heroes. I'll play it now.
See me as I am, no longer afraid of anything.
People state that only living beings can feel fear, and that if he was just a normal robot, then he wouldn't be able to feel fear. Let me bring up Emerald and Gemerald, 2 robots that have complete free will, are good, and have emotion. It's also shown that despite Omega being a very solid robot on the outside, he does show some form of emotion. And so, yeah, it is possible that Metal Sonic just developed emotions, or was allowed to have emotions, because when you have free will, emotions are bound to follow. So he simply just developed emotions and a soul in his head. Next, there's the whole, he believes that he's the real Sonic. Now, in the theory, it states that the reason he thinks this is because in his timeline, he was the real Sonic. But this can just be put up to Eggman programming his son to think that he's the real Sonic, to amplify his hatred for the real Sonic. I could totally see Eggman doing this. And also, when Metal Sonic finally gains free will, he could so feel like he's the real Sonic. This is just something that I feel like can't be overlooked. Another thing is the whole timelines fusing theory. Just why? Apparently it's confirmed, thanks Sonic 4. We all hate you. But apparently it's canon. So according to Sonic 4 and every other boss battle that takes place on Little Planet, the bad future is the one that befell Little Planet. As far as I know, this is the only Sonic game with the confirmed ending being bad. I mean, you could technically say that Sonic 1 could have the bad ending, since all that really changes is some flowers, but, like, it's most likely not true. So, yeah. Another reason people cite this theory as being true is the fact that Metal Sonic in the final boss fight of Sonic Heroes can use Chaos Control. We have seen non-organic beings use Chaos Control. For instance, Shadow. He's not natural. He may be a normal living being, but that's just not the case. He's flowing with chaos energy. I'm not even sure if the guy has blood. Actually, he does have blood. He's part alien! Or maybe completely alien? I don't know. But it's just so wrong to think that Shadow is completely organic. There has to have been some tampering with himself, since he is said to have chaos energy flowing inside of him. That is not normal. The only other being which I have heard that has a similar concept is Mewtwo from the first Pokemon movie. And that isn't even counting because he's a clone with the DNA of every single Pokemon. That's not chaos energy. And also, it's a fictional series. Not everything's going to be biologically accurate. And then we get to the fact that Shadow is immortal. He is immortal. He was able to fall from a arc, bring Earth's atmosphere, which can burn a human alive in a second, and yet somehow all he sustained was memory loss. So yes, Metal Sonic, it is possible that he can use chaos control. It is very likely that he can just use chaos control. He also copied the biodata of beings who can already use chaos control. So therefore, this is wrong. Metal Sonic could simply just copy people's biodata, or maybe he could already use chaos control. How I see chaos control is the user has to have some form of consciousness to do it. So your average motorbug would not be able to do it. But Metal Sonic, he has a consciousness. He has a personality, and while it's not the best personality in the whole world, that would still count as him being living. He feels emotions, so therefore he'd be able to use chaos control. There's also the whole jealousy towards Sonic, and I actually can't really find anything against this. Of course Metal would be jealous that his, in his words, lonesome copy had all the friends. He just wants friends. And he doesn't have them, so of course he'd be jealous at his lonesome copy for having friends. So yeah, this is not true video, debunking a theory. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think your opinions are. Anyway, goodbye.